Armored Core 6 wins Best Action Game at the Game Awards, physical album for Armored Core 6 to be released including a special third disc, and a leak of future Armored Core 6 content. We have all of that and more coming up in this video. Hello, I'm Cleric and I'm here to tell you... First, our lead news story. Future Press has been working on an official pilot's manual for Armored Core 6. It is now out in the UK and will be out in the United States just before Christmas. A digital PDF of an update to the guide was found online. The PDF shows off patch 1.05, with updates to parts that some of which have happened and some that have not happened yet. 1.05 is currently out on Armored Core at the time of the releasing of this video. It also shows off 8 new parts, 4 new frame parts of the matching name, and 4 weapons. The frame parts are extremely light and fast, including a new set of tetrapod legs. The weapons are hand weapons in the form of a plasma missile and heavy machine gun, and back weapons in the form of a Gatling cannon and a laser cannon. These have not been confirmed or denied officially. In fact, the site previously used to find these information has been updated and no longer shows much of anything. There's also quite a few hilarious typos in the guide, like missiles having a max lock count of 145. That would be insane. So I wouldn't put too much stock in the accuracy of some of the info that was found online. As for me, I can either confirm or can deny the validity of any of this information. In more game news, Armored Core 6 won Best Action Game at the Game Awards. Congratulations to From Software and Bandai Namco. This is a well-deserved and earned win. Though myself and many felt that Armored Core 6 deserved more nominations, an Armored Core game of any kind getting any kind of recognition in the West is a huge step up from the decades of general apathy the series has kind of garnered so far. It already had won PlayStation's Player Choice Award back in August, but this TGA win is more well known. In even more game news, From Software is releasing a physical CD album of the Armored Core 6 soundtrack. It is a 3-disc set. The first 2 discs are the full soundtrack many are familiar with. The interesting part of this release is the third disc. The third disc contains, as quoted on the site, 16 new songs, including arranged songs from this game and previous Armored Core series, meaning we should be getting some rearrangements of the current Armored Core 6 soundtrack and some from the older games. Now, it is no secret that Armored Core series as a whole has had an amazing music track history through its entire series. Looking forward to see what this one's got as well. Alright, in sort of game news, sort of community news, the Armored Core official Twitter shared a build called Prism Nova. It was made by user illy_the_kid on Reddit. It has a very pearlescent color scheme that is done with layers. It's actually very cool. I like the way this thing looks, and honestly, the sheer creativity people have done with the paint schemes over the years on all the Armored Core games, including this one, what people have managed to work out to make things exist in the game that don't actually exist as a preset option is very cool, and this is no different. In community news, From Chang with Armored Core Legacy, something I myself am affiliated with, is doing a giveaway. There is a variety of prizes from AC6 and older games of the series. All you have to do is simply fill out the form and you will be entered. The giveaway closes on Friday, December 29th. In more community news, Aviator, a music artist on YouTube, released a track called Metal Won't Burn. This is a track created after experiencing and enjoying Armored Core 6 and inspired it. They described the track as, quote, Metal Won't Burn attempts to capture Armored Core 6's bleak and emotionless world and reflects on a loss of humanity after being rebuilt so many times. After giving this track a listen, I have to agree it definitely gives off that vibe. It is cool seeing more Armored Core inspired original music online. I use that kind of music in my videos already. In fact, there's a video on my YouTube that goes over how the music I use is actually from an Armored Core YouTuber that mostly makes Armored Core inspired music, and I'll have more on that actually next week in the news. In our last bit of community news, @MechaFanatic on Twitter released a series of Armored Core 6 fan art, showing off Raven and both versions of Rusty. The artwork is beautiful and is very well done. It was good enough, in fact, to get a reply from Chris Hackney, the English voice actor for Rusty here in the United States, saying, "Great work, buddy." And I agree. Great work. As always, we finish up with our meme of the week. Here is this week's meme courtesy of @Shockwave on Twitter. Yeah. Poor Spider-Man 2. So many nominations, yet no wins. But we won. All right, anyways, that's all the news I have for you today. The links to each of these items are covered in the description below. There's a lot more out there to cover, but if you would like to submit a piece of news you'd like me to cover, there is a link in the description below so you can submit your ideas to be covered in the news later. Thank you all for your time. This is Cleric, signing off.